Support system on the rear. Bass front, come say song.
Hey, back doors all clear.
Chain tight, can't play no.
Well fed, we eatin'.
The motto is to push for it. The ops stay to wuss for it. Like matter of fact, we creepin', now we sneaking. Enemy highs, we be seeking. Lurking through waters and bushes, oh man. Cool eyes, we deepin'. All of we die, one at a time. Those are the facts, we don't throw dice. Ready to fire, ready or not, we letting it grind. Bang, 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 bang. Wake up, we want war. Y'all know what time it is. Paint red on this ground floor. All we throw is fizz. To the core we lit. Rain down abyss. Set it up like this.
Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Burn it up, burn it up.
Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Burn it up, burn it up.
Welcome to League to the Max, or whatever. Special MSI coverage. I am Brian Andesian Espinoza, and as always, I am joined by the one and only, the DSDO of the network, the Dr. Manhattan, the main wannabe semi Dr. Manhattan of Doom of the network. I don't know what other titles I can give this man. He's got enough already. Mr. Eric Squid Sportshead Watkins.
You know what? I got to say something real quick. You were sitting here, and I've been sitting here for fuck knows how long with that intro. I kept hearing, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You said that about 6 times. That shit slapped. I was expecting it not to live up to your incessant hype, but damn it, it did. It did.
I mean, I know when I got a banger, right?
It do be some facts, though.
I mean, you know, we even already got, because we're going to be heavy on the check the tweets tonight. We even got a tweet for that.
Oh, jeez. Oh. You know, I'm glad I have certain concoctions that I'm drinking and eating because wow.
You know, us here at the American Whammy podcasts, our production values are clearly through the roof.
You don't say. Well,
it's not like it's almost like we actually pre-planned shit.
Well, the more things change, but even with all this, the only thing I can say is, especially for me during this episode, drinking and eating on air is an American Whammy podcast gimmick exclusive.
Oh yeah, and I mean, of course, we've I got the jalapeno poppers for the games tonight. I'm plenty well stocked here. Yeah. So we do have some news to talk about. You know, we do have a regular show.
Some news. It's not like, an organization was featured in the Washington Post or anything.
Yeah, no. It's just some news, right? We have some news to talk about before we go on, before we talk about MSI, which, by the way, if you want to tell the people where they're tuning in at, we can talk about the format for tonight's show a little bit afterwards.
Well, gladly. For those of you watching first, we appreciate you. You're actually catching us since this is such a special occasion. We're live on YouTube. YouTube.com/AWP podcasts.
I don't know. Did you change the YouTube? I don't know if we changed the YouTube yet.
Well, I'm trying to figure that out if we did or not.
I'm working on confirming that right now. Please hold. No, we have not changed the YouTube yet. The YouTube and the Facebook are still on the old branding.
Okay, so Facebook.com/W2M Network, YouTube.com/W2M Network, Twitter.com/AWP Podcasts.
Yes, with 2 P's.
Yes, that's why I say AWP podcasts. That way the two P's are naturally with the two P sounds, and I better stop before I make some jokes that I have to reserve for Sunday, especially with what we talked about last week. And also on Twitch, twitch.tv/
AWP podcasts.
There we go. I was like, yeah, that one was renamed. So yeah, twitch.tv/ AWP podcast.
Yep,
And
the Twitch got redone. The Twitter got redone. That's about it.
Facebook and YouTube in progress. Not to mention, if you happen to be catching this on a delay, do not worry, because we will be available on all of your audio podcast platforms of choice.
Also soon to be renamed.
Yes.
Wait, what the hell?
Oh, I've heard that from you too many times tonight, and it has not been good news.
Paramount Plus is doing a original series on esports players? Question mark?
I mean, I'm not entirely surprised by this. Paramount Plus has been really trying to get after it. There's been talk about Paramount Plus bringing my old footy from Aussie Rules stateside, which I am not going to complain about in the very least.
We have a tweet. I'll even play. I mean, we'll come. We'll play the audio.
When most fans
Let's restart that.
11 teams, 11 dreams, with all eyes on the LCS trophy.
With greatness comes high expectations.
I don't have regrets. I'm proud of my legacy.
Esports is one of the biggest sports in the world.
When most fans think about fugitive gaming, they think of one name, and that's cream cheese. I put him right up there with best all time.
I've played in huge arenas, gotten a ton of girls. I bought a Porsche.
Cream cheese has a bit of a reputation for being
Hey, buddy.
annoying.
Back when cream cheese started playing, players didn't have $1 million contracts.
Girls didn't think we were hot, not in the way they do now. In 2015, we started Team Fugitive together.
Fugitive! You want to be Team Fugitive, you got to go hard.
We were kind of the bad boys. We never claimed to be role models.
We're going to the LCS.
Honestly, we'll probably win 7 championships.
He never met the expectations that he set for himself.
I need to win a championship.
It's just a matter of time until cream cheese is no longer the face of the franchise, because fans are ready for the era of organism.
Your son can be the face of the entire sport.
He wanted to play with Fugitive. I've been watching Cream Cheese for so many years. Now I'm suddenly right next to him.
So you're a prodigy, dude. It's like standing in front of one of those kids who plays the piano, you know?
He was so obsessed with the game that he didn't want to waste time going to the bathroom.
People used to call him PJ.
PJ. Let's go, PJ! It's for piss jar.
He's going to be the youngest pro player in North America.
It was so dope. And then he took my job.
They want to see organism start.
You cannot do this to us. I can't play with him. I've been here for 5 years. You've been here for 5 minutes.
Organism pop up in the middle.
Into the middle?
Cream Cheese just wants people to listen to Cream Cheese.
Do you not click so loud?
Everyone was dying to know how Organism's game would translate to the pros.
Organism started walking up to this purple worm thing, looked like Grimace's from McDonald's, and he died, and everybody started out.
Ow! I hit a stud. I want to win 1 year of my life.
We were all wondering if this big bet on a kid with no team experience.
Man, this is some serious ass fucking insight into fucking
colossal
Academy
failure.
League, man.
I don't have that much time left.
Okay, I gotta watch that. I might actually have to get Paramount Plus and watch that.
And did I see that right, that this is also like a Funny or Die is involved with this? Because,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that too.
because if so, Yeah. It's too early for this stuff. Well, welcome to our world.
Good morning, Harry Broadhurst will not be seen. I mean, apparently Harry Broadhurst will be seen in the comments section tonight.
He will be read tonight, I guess? Question mark?
You know what? Yeah, I guess Harry Broadhurst will be read tonight. Harry Broadhurst being read as a W2M. I mean, American. Wow, I'm gonna have to get used to that. It's like default is to say W2 Web Network is an American Whammy podcast gimmick exclusive. God, it really is too early for this shit.
Well, I mean, again, we're in the middle of the rebrand. It's going well. Give it time. It'll just roll off your tongue.
Up, 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 up. We're live. On the countdown, 31 minutes. All right, so we got 31 minutes to talk about a lot of shit.
So did you not say that you needed a 2-hour show just for this shit?
We'll cover this more, as the week progresses or next week. I mean, it ain't like it's the end of the world, but we got a tweet because when do we not have a tweet, right?
Yeah, we definitely have to rehearse the whole check the tweets thing.
Oh, we ain't got time for check. We ain't got time for check the tweets.
And the emails.
Twitter, tweeting. Ephemeral. Fleeting. It's time to check the tweets.
And the emails.
So we got this wonderful tweet then come out of Mr. Double Lift this week. In fact, like 5 days ago. As we click on the image here. Effectively, Double Lift got hit with the cease and desist notice from TSM. And why is that important? Well, if you give me a moment, I'll show you. Because what's better than telling you, showing you. As soon as we can find the tweet for that. But I'm tis.
Wait.
From the Washington Post.
The Bezos paper, for those that didn't know.
Headline, not even byline. This is the actual headline. At TSM and Blitz, staff describes toxic workplace and volatile CEO. Now, this is a long article, right? I'm going to make sure that we have the link in the description if you haven't already seen this news. And for those of you who are watching on a chat-enabled platform, we will also blast it out in the chat right now. Recommend reading the article, but the TLDR of this is multiple employees, former, current, have all come out and said that Reginald is toxic. This is not good, especially after what happened during the offseason where Riot started its own internal investigation, right? Things do not look good for TSM right now because not only does the Washington Post allege that TSM Reginald is super toxic, right? And that he fired an HR executive. As a matter of fact, the head of HR, because he asked a question that Reginald didn't like. Yeah, it's in the article, folks. as I lose my headphones.
This is bad.
Yeah. Because the other thing that's going on right now, the other allegation is that Reginald and TSM as a whole, TSM and Blitz, categorized employees as contractors.
Labor laws.
In the state that has the toughest labor laws in the country.
Yeah, California does not fuck around when it comes to things like labor laws and employee protections and things. Ugh.
To quote a famous quotable that we quote a lot here on the network, at least on Point of Viewer, sometimes elsewhere, you done fucked up Ron.
Yeah, it's one thing to go and fuck around. It's another to find out.
And part of TSM's response to this, TSM and Blitz spokesperson Gillian Sheldon commented saying, quote, "We won't be commenting on confidential personnel issues, especially complaints made by anonymous individuals who feel they were misclassified in their employment status." I hate to say it, right? But this is what happens when you're not a winning organization.
Mm-hmm.
The skeletons start coming out of the closet because the microscope gets more intensified.
Big time.
When you're winning, you can sweep a lot of things under the rug in the name of, oh, hey, we're winning, we're successful. Why the fuck do you care, right? But with TSM in shambles the way that they are currently, and high-profile people like Double Lift coming out on multiple occasions talking about Reginald and his behavior, it's not good. And I would not be surprised if we end up with a Renegades Badawi situation. Which, if you've been around esports long enough, you know what happened with the Renegades and Badawi and how he is lifetime banned from owning or operating or having any part of any LCS, or I believe, actually, I think it's global. I think it's a global ban. I could be wrong. I know it's at least domestically in North America. And how Monte Cristo eventually sold his stake in the Renegades, and the team pulled up its League of Legends operations, and now they're in other games with the very diminished social presence, and Monte Cristo, which really brought them a lot of their fame, no longer has anything to do with them. That's a whole nother, we'll do a deep dive on that one day. But this screams somebody getting banned out of the league big time, which if TSM is forced to leave the LCS, that's going to be huge. That's going to cause waves throughout the entirety of esports. They're like you said in our, during the week when I broke this news in our private chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things being bad for League of Legends and bad for North America.
Mm-hmm.
And bad for Riot Esports, but this is just bad for esports as a whole.
And I completely stand by that. I mean, again, with all of the stuff and how far esports has come, in big part thanks to different regions in the world. I'm not going to be entirely NA biased and saying, oh, we here led the way. There's a lot that came before us, but we're still one of those shining examples.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, TSM is one of those early people that helped pave esports for Riot, right?
Yeah, they're a cornerstone franchise for Riot. The worst thing that can happen, not just to a league, but to a sport, is when a cornerstone franchise fucks up. And this is exactly what we're talking about with this. I mean, again, this is a bad for Riot, bad for LCS, bad for NA, bad for esports as a whole. Because when you're finally getting press this big and it's for this, that's a very, very sour taste in a lot of mouths.
Agreed. It's not good for anybody. Nobody wins here. Like, literally, nobody. This is a lose-lose situation. I don't care what kind of victory or whatever you try to take away from this. Okay, sure, you're getting toxicity out of League of Legends. Yes, that is worth celebrating. That is victory worthy. But I don't want to say at what cost, because I don't feel that's appropriate here, right? I think the ends justify the means, especially when you're dealing with something to the level of allegation that is being levied here. But it's a lose-lose situation.
Well, this is
like I said, yes, you get rid of toxicity in esports, and Lord knows there's plenty of it, but nobody wins from this, honestly.
Any victories from this are Pyrrhic.
I couldn't have said it better. I mean, you know what words to say when I can't think of words, and that doesn't happen that often.
You're welcome. I have a knack.
But that's our major news. Obviously we're going to stick on top of this, right? We'll see what happens. And like I said back in the off season when these allegations first came out, anything else that comes up on this, we will definitely report on here on League to the Max or whatever. It's damning, that's for sure. Like, I recommend reading the article. It's very damning. Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. And the fact is, this is just a perfect storm on top of all of this. It's bad enough that you have these allegations. It's bad enough that these reports are coming out. It's bad enough that Riot has to do an internal investigation.
You mean actually seriously do one now and not PR lip service like they did back in December?
Exactly. It's bad enough that they actually have to put boots on the ground for this. It's bad enough this is getting press in the Washington Post. All of this at the same time.
I mean, say what you want about the Washington Post, but it's still national news coverage.
Oh, I completely agree. This is still a very major newspaper, a very major news organization. That's what makes the situation worse.
Because Riot doesn't want bad PR.
Not on this scale. A little bit of bad PR, you can spin. Have your spin doctors go to work on it. You can put out in a major charm offensive to go ahead and change minds and warm hearts, yada, yada.
I mean, Ari is very good at that, yes.
But for something on this scale, you can't fight it.
I feel like I should have got a monkey for that, but you probably didn't get the joke, so.
I'm going to admit that I didn't. And keep in mind, You may see some progressive changes in myself as we go through this broadcast. So if I'm not getting stuff now, universe help you once we get deeper into things.
Well, guess what? It's a good thing I could just do this myself then.
I'm about to say, you've got buttons over on your end just like I do.
I do have buttons over here on my end just like I do. Oh, we didn't fix that. We have to fix that. Oh, well.
Fix what?
It's no longer s.garmer@gmail.com.
So we are changing that gimmick.
It's s.garmer@americanwhammy.com.
Well, you know what I can do? You know what I can do?
Although I do need to let him know that he has that email address now.
Are you happy now?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
There you go.
Because why wouldn't we? I mean, we have to keep the gimmick, right? But we have to make it like brand appropriate. So now it's s.garmer@americanwhammy.com.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't lying.
It do be facts, though.
And since we're showing off our new stuff,
would you like to do the plugs?
Of course.
It sounds like a good time to do a plug.
As I mentioned earlier on in the show, yes, youtube.com/American Whammy Podcast. Or wait, no. Damn it. Twitch.tv/American Whammy Podcast. Twitter.com/American Whammy Podcast. YouTube.com/W2M Network. Facebook.com/W2M Network. And for those of you who can see below, our podcast, for those who take their podcast orally are available. Oh, it's going to be a long episode. On your podcast platform of choice: Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Castbox, Overcast, Apple Pods, Google Pods, iTunes, iHeartRadio. You can rate and review us 5 stars on Spotify. And yes, join our Discord server. Link in the description. Different link coming soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Bots.
See,
gotta love bots.
You know, Andesian. You know what time it is, right?
3:31 in the morning, Eastern time.
Yes. You know what I normally like to do this time of night? One of the things I normally like to do this time of night. Man, I had to clarify that so fast.
I was going to say, I don't think I'm allowed to say that on air.
Okay.
At least not on a non-Sunday point of viewer show.
One of the 3 things that I normally like to do this time of night.
Watch John Oliver?
No, I'm usually done with John Oliver by this time.
I don't know. Fill me in, man.
The one thing you can't say, the one thing that may or may not have accidentally happened on camera.
I was going to say that there's like all 3 of the things I can think of. I can't really say on air.
And, you know, the consuming of different types of beverages. One, possibly 2 of those 3 things may or may not happen over the course of this broadcast.
Oh, Lord Almighty!
One of them is delicious.
How am I? How am I supposed to teach you the game if you're gonna get inebriated? There's the word I'm looking for.
Well, you're the one who was like, oh, hey, I have this brilliant idea. Let's do League for Dummies and put it in the can and have this whole thing.
Hey,
but
you know what? You can shut your ass because it's not my fault that happened. Okay? Not my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying, you know, there's ways around
you're
it.
Implying, you're heavily implying, buddy.
Look,
you're
the one that always mentions the dark magic that seems to know what I'm doing, how much, getting inside my head. So, yeah, you know, things and stuff and espresso flavored deliciousness.
Things and stuff, and you know what?
An espresso flavored deliciousness. Yeah, I said it.
You know what?
Oh, great. Now you're in research phase. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of a show during the countdown, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, we've only got 11 minutes left.
So we're getting the whatever out of the way early.
Oh, no, there's the whatever's going to be the lull in between team fights. We got Korea and Vietnam playing first, which is probably about all we're going to cover tonight.
You mean you have me up this time of night doing something? Really? Really?
What? You want to go the full 8 hours?
No.
Okay, then.
They would
say I don't think you want a full 8-hour day.
I don't want to break the land speed record again. Thank you very much.
Okay, then.
Did they have to put that game first? I mean, granted, there's some tweets of people speaking things into the universe that you and I may or may not have retweeted.
I mean, hashtag bet on Bovada, right? We're gonna actually talk about our predictions here. Of course, as always, 21 means 21. God damn it. Please gamble responsibly. And if you have a problem, seek help. The number's there. They'll get you the help you need.
1-800-522-4700. And remember, obey all local gambling laws as directed.
As I start to compose a tweet.
Oh, boy.
Shit.
But I knew this was coming, so.
So remember back in Worlds when we first started this show? Can you believe it's almost been a year?
And I'm still a little bit salty that you cost my ass money. Continue.
Look. Nobody fucking saw, like I tweeted earlier, nobody fucking saw that coming. Okay, Showmaker got cocky and fucking EDG put him in his place. Somebody had to.
Yeah, Mr. Ooh, this is my prediction accuracy.
Well, it's funny you mentioned prediction accuracy. Do you remember what my group stage prediction accuracy was for Worlds 2021?
63%.
Yes, as a matter of fact, you're correct. We had a tweet, but I lost it, so we're not going to go back and re-find it.
Oh, now you can't find the tweet.
You shut your ass. I'm going to need the Ron Burgundy clip. You shut your filthy whore mouth.
Yeah. No, I've got to save that joke for Sunday, thanks to you.
You what?
I had to save that joke for Sunday, thanks to you.
Fucking A. Fucking A. All right. So we're gonna do our predictions for day one here. Is this good group stage, rumble stage? What are they officially calling this?
This is the group stage.
I mean, I know it's the group stage, but is it the group stage or are they calling it something special like the rumble stage?
No, this is the group stage. And this is what I was about to say. They went full on exhibit Pimp My Ride with this tournament. Yo, dog, I heard you like group stages. So we put a group stage after a group stage so you can play your group stage before you go and play your group stage. But this group stage is the group stage. And then the top two teams from this group stage will go on to the next group stage, which is officially the Rumble stage.
I knew there was a Rumble stage somewhere. This format is confusing. It's not confusing, but it's confusing because of how they fucking name shit.
Not necessarily.
Why can't we just have group stage A and group stage B? Like,
what do you think this is? The 1978 and 1982 World Cups? They have more sense than that.
It continues to cease to amaze me how you could pull shit like that out of your ass at full random.
You're welcome. It's a knack. Again, I eat, I drink, I do other stuff, and I know things. We've established this.
Yes, we've established that you're the Tyrion Lannister of the American Whammy podcasts.
And don't you fucking forget it.
Really?
Look, would you rather me go ahead and embody myself one of these days wearing a God of Tits and Wine t-shirt? I would think not.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you if you do, as long as it doesn't get us kicked off the air.
I am going to make a note of that, and I'm probably going to have a purchase to make for my birthday coming up.
So, yes, we had a 63% group stage. That doesn't include the bracket stage of Worlds. Group stage accuracy rating of 63%.
Obviously, it doesn't include the bracket stage.
Look, motherfucker. The next time I have to hear that you lost money on hashtag bet on Bovada, you better hit the motherfucking take. You better hit the motherfucking button. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna bitch slap your ass in the middle of last Tuesday. You rich motherfucker. Buy another bet.
Well, that's the point. I can't because I lost so much damn money. I can't go grinding about feeding the couches anymore.
They should have never gave you this Bovada. I can only do it on point of viewer. I have to censor myself on the rest of the network. You know, these shows are professional.
Wait, I'm getting paid for this?
I mean, you will be if we get that damn Chihuahua sponsorship.
Remember, for anybody brave enough to listen, send all sponsorship inquiries to podcast at AmericanWhammy.com.
Do we not have a banner for that yet?
No, but if you give me a second.
All right, so while you're doing that, I'm going to get the schedule on screen here. Move some things around for today. We'll get that on screen. We have, hey, there we go. We've got T1 versus Saigon Buffalo, right? Crap. Why does this always happen? Why?
I'm about to say, because I mean, look, we can't afford to die from a banger again.
You're lucky that tweet's gone. I already got rid of that tweet. Okay, we got 3 minutes, so I'm going to make this super ass quick, right? I can put the tweet out while they're talking analysis here. All right, fuck it. I'll just do it myself since apparently I can't find it. Okay. Our first game, we've got T1 versus Saigon Buffalo.
T1.
Obviously. Right? Like, I mean, how do you not take that?
And you can put out mine, and you can at me if you're making these tweets with my predictions too. Because honestly, at this point, why not?
Yeah, I'll add you under predictions with Squid Sportshead. To remove the bit about my previous accuracy rating now.
You can add that as a secondary tweet onto
that's what I'm going to do.
There you go.
T1 hashtag T1 fighting versus hashtag I don't even know what their is it SAB? I don't even know what Saigon Buffalo's
SAB, SBE.
SGB win.
Oh, okay. Syllabically, that works. Wow, I
Yeah.
had to make sure that I had to have
It's
get the right one.
I found their official Twitter, or at least what somebody's claiming to be the official Twitter account. Mr. Buffalo 7. And they're using the hashtag SGB, so that's what we're gonna go with. SGB. Sorry, I'm doing this wrong. T1 win versus SGB. All right, our next match. I can shift enter. We have Team A's versus DFM. I'm going to give DFM a little bit of some benefit of the doubt here, as I have to freaking look up Team A's as well. I have no idea what their hashtag is. Oh, be the A's. Okay, that's their AZE. Okay, that works. But if I use be the A's, you get the little fancy. Oh no, you don't get the little fancy spade next to their name if you do it.
Seriously, who the hell came up with this playlist?
Riot Games.
Well, at least this is something.
Oh shit!
What?
That means you can hear my system audio.
Yeah, I can.
Which means broadcast not good. We'll be back in a moment. I need to reshare without audio on.
I'm about to say, because it's like, look, I know we've had incidents of that with other people on this network.
Yeah, we don't want to be the people that caused that one. No. Oh, that is a beautiful intro. I need this intro. We're gonna have a new intro next week.
Okay.
Oh, this is nice. Are you even tuned in?
I'm about to be. Give me a second. I'm trying to go through all the lineups and everything first with you and making my predictions. As is, we already have our first disagreement.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with DFM for that game too.
I'm not.
Okay, well then feel free to disagree with me in the freaking tweet. I only get 160 characters.
You get I thought you got 280.
No, I don't think I've unlocked. No, I haven't unlocked that yet.
What do you mean you haven't unlocked it yet? That's the default. Unless they changed it again.
I think they changed it again.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't get the character. I don't know what the hell the character limit is on Twitter these days. I just tweet until it tells me I'm out of characters.
Last I checked, it's 280.
Okay, great. Order versus G2. No, G2 no contest.
True.
What that now?
Yeah, here I'm seeing it now. 280 characters.
Crap. I just lost my desktop.
So far we disagree once, because I don't think DFM really has everything together just yet.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we'll figure it out, right? Why the fuck is everything just going nuts now? Okay. I need order.
Normally I would make a John Burkow joke, but
order. Yeah. All right, this is definitely gonna be. Order lol. That's really what we're using for them. There's no way that's too long. I need like.
You get 280 characters, so it ain't that bad.
Or okay, I guess apparently we're going with order. Oh, well, okay. Screw it. It's order up. Literally, that's it. Order up.
The jokes still write themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Oh Lord.
Yeah, so when
they need a better hashtag.
So I mean, you could have worse hashtags. Look at what happened in the World Cup. The hashtag for when Nigeria played Ghana in the final round of African qualifying.
All right. Next up on the list, we have Evil Geniuses versus G2 Esports. I'm really hoping I can stay awake long enough to see this game. I won't be upset if I fall asleep for like Wildcats, RNG, or Red Canids, Red Kalunga. Have I mentioned how much I am not a fan of corporate sponsored names in team names?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. As someone who's familiar with the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks in Nippon Professional Baseball, why are you face palming?
I am not drunk enough for you to be right. I am not drunk enough for you to be right. Evil Geniuses versus G2. I'm going to give it to G2. Actually, no, I can't. I actually think I'm going to give this. This is the match to see today, flat out, right? NA greater than EU, EU greater than NA.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm giving G2 the win against Order, but they are not starting 2-0. I'm giving Evil Geniuses that win in that matchup.
You really think Danny can overcome Caps?
Honestly, yes. I am in for some early chaos. Why not?
You know what? Fuck it. I'm in with you.
Because I don't trust G2, and this is the spot because isn't G2 in the triangular group C?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't trust them with this much of an, even though it would be an advantage, I don't see them going back to back. I don't. I think EG was going to have the upper hand in that one. And I'm with you. I think RNG is going to start out strong, and Red Canids, good luck.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, man. I'm just, I'll know all of these after the day one, right? But
thankfully.
Oh, man. Okay. We will definitely figure this out pretty quick here. God, I hope.
Yeah, luckily we got a little bit of time. We're about 7 minutes out from T1 Saigon.
Well, I found their official Twitter. That was another follow. See if I can find their hashtag. Turkish. Gotta love Turkish. I can't understand any bit of this.
I can speak it if you show it to me. Good
Oh
luck
no,
on trying to get me to understand it.
I'm just like trying to read. I'm scrolling through their Twitter account to see if I could find a hashtag. Go wild.
This is an appalling lack of originality.
Yeah. 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 All right. You know what? I haven't seen red cannons in a professional tournament so long. I forget what their tag is. Yeah, the funny thing is the official broadcast is breaking it down right now too. Okay, their hashtag go red. I don't know. I think I'm gonna give red cannons it over PSG Talon as well.
So we disagree on a few matchups here. Because with that one, with the last two, I'm going RNG and PSG.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We haven't seen PSG at an international tournament for a while. I'm thinking they might actually. I'm thinking red cannons might pull it out.
Okay. Okay.
We got 4 minutes to champion select for, or we'll pick bands, but champion select for T1.
Wow.
Right, the tweet is out.
I just saw a look at that trophy. Okay.
What, the MSI Cup?
Yes.
What's wrong with the MSI Cup?
Without going into great detail, because it's not Sunday, I'm seeing a particularly universal design for trophies in multiple instances over the past few years.
Oh, Lord.
Even I'm a little bit weirded out at this point. I thought that this was only a football sort of a thing when they went with, that. That looks like that. And that reminds me of that.
AKA things that we cannot say on air.
Why do you think I keep saying that? If you know, you know. And I will reference the Pac-12 football trophy in particular. And at the right angle, the college football playoff trophy.
You know what I should have done?
Have a bottle gimmick so you can act like you're throwing it at me.
Yes.
I figured that was going to be coming sooner or later.
But speaking of bottles, grab a drink.
Good idea.
So I'm going to grab a drink while we got exactly 2 minutes, and I'll be right back.
So we're counting down. The tweet is out. I will admit, this is my first run at making full-on predictions, especially since this time around I'm not going to be hashtag betting on Bovada. And again, it's late at night, but always remember, 21 means 21, God damn it. Please gamble responsibly, obey all gambling laws. If you have a problem, seek help. Number was shown before, 800-522-4700, and is scrolling across screen below. But I'm willing to see how well I do, and I'm also going to be learning even more as I go along. So this is going to be quite an adventure these next couple of weeks.
Are you talking shit about me while I was gone?
No. Not saying I didn't think about it, but no, I did not.
What the hell did Quick Shot do to his hair?
You mean the kind of wannabe late 90s, 2000s emo cut?
Yes. That's actually exactly what I was thinking.
Again, it's late at night. We have a wavelength. This is how we operate.
I will refer to the same thing that I said earlier. I am not drunk enough for you to be right. So, T1, damn it, go back to the fucking numbers. T1, 2K gold lead up at 14, 4.1 kills at 14.
3.1 deaths.
Yeah. Way outclassing Saigon Buffalo.
Yeah, with the
Saigon Buffalo, I think it's at 514?
5.8 and a 5.8 kills, 5.3 deaths. And I believe
you have 514 gold differential up.
538.
530, that was close. Ah, yes, my favorite caster that I can't understand. But you want to talk about a man who can bring some hype. The greatest foreign caster of all time. Or I shouldn't say foreign, I should say non-English speaking caster of all time.
Non-Anglophone.
You would have these terms for
Look, you have me here. I have been summoned from the realms of great beyond to be for this podcast. Of course I'm going to have these terms.
Yeah, no, this guy is this he's got it, man. This is like some fucking Captain Flowers energy right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. I am really digging the vibe.
I'm kind of sad that there is no Captain Flowers, though. But
no, I'm wondering if he's probably going to be. I would hope he's part of the home team casting for when Korea is in the SEA Games.
He's not doing anything MSI related.
No, not Captain Flowers, who's on screen now.
Oh, no. He will do the Korean casting for MSI. Because Riot, when they go international tournaments, they broadcast in like 17 fucking languages on like 38 fucking platforms.
Right, and I get that from an MSI perspective. What I was saying is I hope that they've got him as far as for the Korean home broadcast.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, 100%. He is like the Korean Captain Flowers.
There you go.
Of course, you mentioned Korea. There's fucking Faker, because, you can't have any montage, especially in fucking Korea, without Faker. And on top of that, him being a focal point.
Again, you are not wrong.
I mean, this is Faker's backyard. And the fact that the T1 is so fucking dominant right now, it's like, it's almost a foregone conclusion. I almost would say shoot the max, the whole works, and bet it all on Bovada on T1. Almost.
Well, if I had more than $1.06 in my Bovada account, I would do that. And if someone from Bovada happens to be listening and would love to rectify that, again, send all sponsorship inquiries to podcasts@AmericanWhammy.com.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh, I'm going to be relying heavy on that gimmick going forward.
Okay.
Best believe that.
Oh, and he pulls my own Dave Chappelle reference against me. The only thing that was missing was the next, you forgot the first part of that. The next that, that interrupts me is getting shot. Please believe that. Oh. All right. Faker getting his monologue. Back at Worlds, I said the king is back. I never left. There's Guma UC. Kyria. He's got G2. Got guys from Order. Yeah, I mean, come on, right? Keep giving me fucking content that I can clip and put into an intro. Like, please. This is beautiful. This is fucking hype, though. I mean,
if it's one thing that Riot does right, it's hype. Seriously.
If it's one, I was gonna say, if it's like three things that Riot does right, it's cinematics, music, and hype. In that order. In that actual fucking order. And RNG back to make a statement. Like, hi, do you miss us? Okay, this is an interesting little stage setup they got going on here.
No lie, this just makes it more intense, if you ask me.
It does. This is like even more intimate and shit than fucking Worlds was, and I thought Worlds was intimate and cozy. All right, we got bans already on the table here. T1 have already banned out Leona and Nautilus. Saigon are banning out Jace and Caitlyn. Yeah, Leona and Nautilus getting taken off the board. They're going after Taki, the support there on Saigon's side. Ari comes out as another ban for T1. Kind of some shared champion pools, strong champions in the meta right now. Just generally stuff you kind of don't want to go against. As you know, first couple of games are coming out here. We're trying to define the meta, right? We get a LeBlanc that comes out against Faker. Faker on LeBlanc equals bad things. And first pick going over to T1. They're going to pick up Twisted Fate for probably Faker here. Going to go over to Saigon Buffalo, where we'll see what their first pick is. We don't have anything locked in yet. The Twisted Fate obviously brings a great global presence to the game. Faker can just be anywhere he needs to be with that ultimate, right? We see Tristana coming out from Saigon Buffalo for their first pick. So it looks like they want to go ahead and lock their AD carry in early. Tristana's a good pick, very good for sieging with the bomb that she has. So she can get that on towers and just free hit. Very good early, snowballing champion. And now we got a Wukong coming out. I'm not sure if this will go to the jungle or the top lane. You kind of can go two ways with that one. Over on T1 side, we're getting Nami straight out the bat here for Kyria. We'll see if they pick their bot laner, and yes, we do. We get a Lucian Nami bot lane. It's a very good, strong duo there. Lots of burst damage if Nami knocks the CC, and she's got a good engage or disengage in the ultimate there. Going back over to Saigon Buffalo, they're going to lock in a Silas, it looks like, probably for the mid lane. A pretty common response to the TF. You steal the ultimate, and you basically match that ability to just go anywhere around the map, just alongside the TF there. On the second ban phase here, we're seeing Viego banned out on the side of Saigon Buffalo, and Rakan getting banned out on the side of T1. Looking to see what the second or the final ban is going to be out of Saigon Buffalo. Definitely. I mean, Lee Sin is not bad. That's definitely not a champion you want to put into owners' hands. So I think that's a good choice to ban out, especially if you don't have a jungle pick locked in yet. They'll ban out Rel on the side of T1. Looks like they're hovering a support pick. We said a Zyra hovered there for a moment. Now we're looking at an Alistair for Taki on the side of Saigon Buffalo. Looks like they're probably going to lock this in as a final seconds tick down here. Yep, that gets locked in for Saigon Buffalo. T1 looks like they're going to go ahead and answer this top lane, this possible top lane Wukong with a Gwen. Definitely going top lane on that Gwen. And finally, jungle for T1 is going to be Vi. That's okay. Not expecting that one. What the hell was that? Seriously.
Yeah.
Fucking Arcane represent, apparently.
Yeah, that's something I definitely wanted to ask you about, because it seems like your strategy, especially when you mentioned with a particular meta setting up for this first game. Why would someone like that with me?
We get a Kennen, which is definitely going to be the top laner for Saigon Buffalo here, which confirms what I said about that Wukong going jungle. I don't know. Owner gets an engaged champion with the Vi. I mean, she's got good gank. She's got a gap close. She's got multiple gap closers in her kit. She can lock down a champion if she can get on top of them. And she's very tanky, which you kind of want. Especially as Gwen is more of a fighter than a tank.
So would you say that this is more beneficial for that early game, as we went over the incredible advantages that T1 has at 14 minutes? Does it kind of play into that methodology?
I think that this is definitely a comp that wants to snowball early. T1 is definitely drafted for the early game, which is their strength at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saigon Buffalo looks like they're kind of trying to go for a little bit of the later game. They're taking some gamble with the Tristana, right? But Tristana is a champion that even if she falls behind early, she still scales thanks to her passive, right?
Right.
The later the game goes, the more attack range she gets, which means the safer that she can be in team fight. She still has mobility in the rocket jump. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Saigon Buffalo gets an early lead or somehow manages to establish some pressure, especially in the mid lane, like if they can pressure Faker or if they can pressure the bot lane and Gumayusi and Kyria, I could see them getting enough of a snowball lead to at least make T1 uncomfortable. Maybe not necessarily win, but I think they can make it uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, to me, it seems like the win condition, it's a little bit more difficult to construct with Saigon, but they've got it set up to more, as you said, to where T1 can't quickly achieve theirs. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but
up bottom lane here. Saigon Buffalo doesn't know the Gumayusi Kyria are in that middle bush. There they go. Here's the fight. Fight goes out. A lot of damage onto Shogun and Kyria. There's double flashes burned here. Gumayusi is dead. Holy crap. Shogun gets it. But it's going to be traded back by Kyria, the Ignite and the Auto. But at what cost? Taki might get the kill back onto... No, okay. Kyria's going to back off. He lives to fight another day. Burns the potion. Looks like he's going to just stay in lane here, kind of try to freeze this up so that when Gumayusi gets back, he doesn't lose too much. Taki just go back looking at this replay here. He puts on the sweeper and they see him there. He flashes, knocks both of them up, and Shogun just starts blasting everything he can. He gets that third hit from the bomb right on to Gumayusi, and that was it. It's all over. Kyria manages to trade back with Ignite, Flash, and a couple of good autos. Taki got another knockup on him, but I don't know, man. These early trades do not look to be favoring T1 right now. Faker already down to a quarter HP here in the mid lane, and he's got a level. He's down a level over Froggy. It's definitely going to be interesting. Oh, here we go. Another fight in the bot lane. Taki goes in with another knockup, but he gets chunked down very quickly. He's going to back away, fight another day, as Bean, the jungler, is invading here on the bot side. He knows exactly where Owner is. His Owner's working on his Krugs right now. He's pretty close by to this bot lane in case they get into any trouble again. TP being used by Froggy to get back to lane quickly there. Faker, they're even on levels now, but Faker down by a couple of CS here. Knowing Faker, he'll trade it up pretty quickly, but looking up at the top lane here, the Kennon's got a level lead over the Gwen right now. Gwen's only about half HP, no potions or anything. Kennon's got a potion if they get into a fight here. Here goes Froggy back in on Faker. Gets a good trade off there. Oh no, Zeus is in trouble. Here comes Bean. A little bit of action here. Gwen is immune, however. But there's the stun. Oh, Bean gets out of there just a sliver of his life, and so does Zeus. Flash gets burned there by Bean. So very well executed by Zeus to defend against that tower dive there.
Now, I do have to say, I'm liking the early strategy from SGB.
Up. Oh, no. There's another engage on the bot lane. Here comes Reset City for the Tristana. Double jump, double kill. Taki just really setting up these kills in the bot lane with these knockups on the Alistair. They are just getting pummeled down there right now.
And this is what
Lucian Nami is not a lane you want to get behind on either.
And this is what I was saying with the Saigon. They're basically saying, okay, we're going to make this a 2v2, not a major, flat out big team fight. We're going to stay bot lane. We're going to go ahead and bum rush early just to see what happens. And it's been playing to their advantage tremendously these early minutes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're already 5 minutes into this match here, and we've already got a 300 gold bounty on Shogun on this Tristana, 3-1-0. Meanwhile, Gumayusi 0-2-1 is not a scoreline you'd think you would see coming out of him, out of all people. I mean, T1 and this, especially the bot lane, getting shown up very early on right now. Froggy just hitting 6. He's got a good amount of XP behind Faker here, and he is going all in on Faker right now. Good trade there at the end. Only gets about half of Faker's HP bar, but Faker's got that corrupting potion. There's the gold card. There's a follow-up queue. or follow up W. I'm sorry. He just stole Faker's ultimate. So we'll see if he uses that to go somewhere. He's pinging. You can see it on the map. He is pinging. Looks like he may try to make a play bot lane. We've got a Hextech Dragon that has spawned. There's vision in the river here. Looks like they're going to try to go for Scuttle Dragon. Here comes Bean and Taki. Taki gets the knockup on Owner, but nothing much more significant than that. They will win the fight for the Scuttle Crab, however, going over to Bean, and that'll give him some vision down there in the bot lane in case T1 tries anything crazy.
Well, I mean, at this point, they may have to try something crazy because I don't even know how much of a split lane strategy would work, because especially with how they're getting dominated on a bot lane right now.
T1 definitely has a team fighting. I think they have the better team fighting comp here.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they don't get engaged on first, right? Because if Wukong can go invisible, get up inside the team, land that ultimate, I mean, that's you know, oh, here we go. One more time. Gumayusi flashes and dashes away. He's going up the river, manages to avoid the gank. Froggy's chasing, but he doesn't know that Faker is standing there in the bush. And Gumayusi will get out of there with his life, even though he has to blow a flash. Which, you know, they'll remember that. You know, they'll come back, and if they're smart, they're going to come back and gank this lane again, especially now that they know that he doesn't have his flash for the next few minutes here. But as I was saying, in this team fight, you've got a Kennen with the slicing maelstrom. That's a, you know, AoE stun there. You've got Wukong with his ultimate. That's another AoE knockup. You have Alistair that can flash, pulverize in, and get a knockup. I mean, there's a lot of engage tools on the side of Saigon here. The T1 really does not want to be on the wrong end of an engage from Saigon in a team fight, for sure.
No, they don't. And I mean, I think Saigon is really trying to play that to their advantage, because I never really see them go any worse than a 3-on-1. And even then, they've only seen go...
Nami gets the knockup. Shogun is in trouble, and he rocket jumps to safety. However, there's a gank going on in the mid lane. Owner gets the kill over Froggy, helping Faker out there. You hear some cheers from the Korean crowd here, obviously cheering on the home team. Shogun kind of just healing up with a little bit of potion. There's a knockup from Taki again. Nami's disengaging, turns the tide with that ultimate. Flew a little bit too close there. Here comes Bean. There's the ultimate on Gumayusi. He's in trouble. He has no flash. He uses the dash, and he's dead. They're going to try to get on Kyria, but they wisely turn around. Meanwhile, they trade all of that for T1 will get the Rift Herald on the top lane. Owner picks that up in the middle of that fight down there. So they'll give up Gumayusi for a Rift Herald, which isn't the worst trade in the world, honestly. They really need that. T1 really needs this Rift Herald to help open up this map right now, because they're not doing too good push-wise on this here map. We'll take a look at the replay here from the mid lane gank. Here comes Owner, channels right in, gets the knockup, follows it up with the unrelenting assault there with the ultimate. Just keeps him completely knocked down. And then we go down to the bot lane moments later. Taki goes in. There's the pulverized knockup. He gets the counter engage from Nami, where he manages to get the shutdown gold from the Tristana. Here we are back live, and 3-man bot. Taki goes down.
Whoa. I honestly think now
we're seeing T1 trying to even this up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at this,
Shogun by himself, but here comes the team, Froggy and Bean coming up through the river. Are they going to try some shenanigans over the wall? Nope. There goes the Rift Herald. Rift Herald is popped. It gets them 4 plates of gold there. And, there's Froggy. He tries to dash over the wall, get on Owner, but nothing connects, and Owner gets out of there safely. Gumayusi trading his ultimate to keep Shogun from engaging and collapsing on that as well. However, Bean looks like he's going to go ahead and start this Drake here, and I think they're going to trade. They're going to have to trade those turret plates for this Drake here. Which gold for a dragon? You know what? I might be worth.
I mean, especially when you're looking at this sort of differential.
The T1 up by 1K gold right now, probably just because of that plate play there with the Rift Herald. So I mean, you know, this is you know, LCK, they're used to going late if they have to, right? Oh, Carrier with the doesn't land on Taki. They find some vision, clear it out on the river. Faker standing, recalling right on top of a ward. Carrier going in deep here to try to clear out some vision. Taki kind of just like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, buddy. If they're smart, they get out of there, and they sure do. They're going to take the blast cone right out. They're just going to continue to clear out as much vision as they can here in this river. Owner will go ahead and get the scuttle crab, giving them even more vision. They're setting up around this cloud drake, which isn't for another 3 minutes. Up there's Froggy. Owner right on top of him. Faker's got the ultimate. He's right there, right on top of him. Froggy is dead just like that. Meanwhile, we got a fight going down in the bot lane. Shogun just absolutely evaporates both of them. This Tristana is getting fed.
I mean, at this point, you have to figure somehow Shogun was going to be able to turn the tide, especially in a 3-on-2 like that.
But T1 not wanting to lose this gold lead, they are pressuring. They're trading plates right now, possibly turrets. We're seeing a turret race here for first brick here. Can Faker and Owner push this faster than the Tristana? I doubt it, but it's possible.
They're getting close.
Oh, nope. Yeah, no, you can't beat a Tristana pushing towers, not with that passive on now's bombs. When she can put a bomb on a turret, 3-hit it, and bam, extra damage. Oh no, Faker's in trouble here. He's got nothing. He stopwatches.
Oh. Got swarmed. Ooh,
yeah, he got swarmed. Carrier tried to disengage for him by putting the tidal wave down, but no luck. I mean, they were overextended there on that tower. You don't win that race against a Tristana.
No,
right? Maybe other ADCs possibly, but not against a Tristana. So you're sitting there overextended now in the mid lane. They know you're there. They're gonna collapse on you coming out of the jungle or out of the river. I mean, there's not much you could do. Oh, Gumayusi 2 levels down. He's going up against Froggy, and oh man, he just instantly outduels him. Gets a nice solo kill against Froggy there in the mid lane.
I mean, honestly, I think that was something of a missed opportunity in the bot lane because while they were getting into some of those team fights, they almost had that turret gone. And imagine how this game would have gone, even though we're still in just ending those first to 15, how if that was the first turret to fall, knowing what was going to happen in the mid lane just shortly after. Sitting here looking at the replay here with the kill on Froggy, and now is everybody just holding off right near this turret that I mentioned?
Oh, there's Taki. He's almost down. Oh, he is dead right underneath the tower. Shogun's kind of by himself there. They're going to go ahead and get that tower. Meanwhile, Owner is in the middle of getting the second Rift Herald, completely leaving these Rift Heralds uncontested. There's the second of the 2 going over. Faker and Hazmet on that Kennen up there in the top lane right now. Faker trying to split push, it looks like. Looks like he's got the ultimate available, so he can be across the map if necessary here. Zeus is in trouble, though. He looks like he's about to be in a 3v1 here. I don't know if he's going to win this. He's definitely going to try to be immune as much as possible. Oh, my God. He gets the speed boost from Kyria's tidal wave. Kyria gets an ignite kill off there on Bean, and now they're trying to disengage. Shogun ults Owner to try to keep him from engaging. There's the flash. There's the the charge. Owner gets the the response kill back on to Shogun, and T1 starting to run away with the lead here.
Yeah, we just saw, Owner now on the killing spree.
Oh, Gumayusi, this is not a good place to be, buddy. You are overextended with no help. And he safely realizes where he's at. And Owner just picks up the Cloud Drake solo. And we're going to have an Infernal Soul for this first game of MSI. Oh, man. Oh, no, Gumayusi gets almost an entire full ult off. Froggy's going to steal Gumayusi's ult and use it right back against him, but almost none of the shots land. Man, this is an interesting first game of the series.
I'm going to say, and especially now you see the tide not necessarily turn, but solidified after T1 killed that dragon.
Yeah, T1 up about 3,300 gold lead. Tidal wave coming out from Kyria and doesn't land on anybody. We're about to see a team fight here. Oh, no. Hazmed teleports behind him. There he is. Oh, they know where he is. He's activating the ult, but it doesn't really do much as Owner keeps him away from the rest of the team. But, oh my goodness, Hazmed shuts him down. Oh, no. This is the front line is just tearing apart. The health bars on Saigon are all flashing right now. They're all trying to retreat, but T1 is chasing. Hazmed tries, but he's going to sacrifice himself so everybody else can get out. Froggy is on the run. He's going to die to the turret here, but at least it's a execute, so nobody gets credit for that. But man, Kyria finds the Aqua Prison on to Shogun, and he is dead.
What? That was I don't know if that was just a bad setup by Saigon, if that looked like it was a total mistake right there.
No, Saigon had that perfectly, but it's almost like T1 read it, even though they didn't really have vision up there on the flank of Hazmed. But I mean, Hazmed had a great flank. You come in from behind, you hit R, you flash in, you stun them all up. I mean, let's take a look at the replay, right? You're like, okay, they're overextended here. Hazmed's coming in from the back. There's absolutely zero vision, but let's like Owner just knew that he was going to be there. He puts the ward down and then dashes over the wall. The cannon hits every button he's got on his fucking keyboard, manages to kill Owner, but it's not enough. He ends up getting, he's trying to get out of there. T1 chases through the river. He ends up canceling the recall. As a last-ditch effort, you can see he sacrifices himself. Froggy gets executed, but Kyria, you can see him. He lands the Aqua Prison onto Shogun perfectly.
I mean,
and now here we go. We got another team fight setting up right around Baron here. We're going to see a lot of these. T1 completely out of vision, though. All right, there's Gumayusi. He's putting it down. Forces the ult out of the Alistair. That's huge. That means that Alistair's going to be not as tanky. And T1's like, you know what? We're going to use this to our advantage. We're going to burn this Baron. But I think this is a fake. I think they're ready to turn on Saigon Buffalo the second they show up. Or am I going to be right? Yes, I am. Here we go. Taki is in. They're automatically engaged. And oh my goodness, the health bars are just getting obliterated from Saigon instantly. Now that is a free Baron.
I mean,
Hazmed doesn't really have. I don't think there's much Hazmed can do here. Yep, he's like, I can't steal this. They're gonna give up the Baron to T1. T1 finally showing up and giving the advantage and showing why they are going to be the most dominant team here. Faker getting a little bit greedy here. Here's the gold card knockup, and there's the permafrost. And is he toying with his food? I think Faker's actually toying with his food here. Oh my god!
Don't let Faker Don't give him an opportunity to show off.
Oh, he just did. He solo killed him, and it wasn't even close.
I mean, honestly, T1, they set up that trap perfectly around that Baron.
Oh, this is something that T1 is very good at. Oh, we're already into another fight. Teleport's coming out from Froggy here. Gumayusi, Owner, and Kyria kind of in trouble. Here comes Zeus out of bot lane out of nowhere. Bean JJ already down. And the Silas gets knocked up by the Aqua Prison. Taki also in trouble. Zeus cleans that up as well. And this Baron empowered T1 is just going to siege down bot lane right now. Looks like they're going to go for this inhibitor on bot lane. Faker split pushing mid, but I don't know if he sees he definitely sees Shogun and Hazmed there now. But you kind of got to sit there and wonder, do I focus on Faker or do I recall? Because it looks like T1 might go for the win here.
I think they are. I really think they are. They're forcing Saigon into that choice.
Yep. Nope. Okay. They're gonna very wisely back off here. They're gonna go ahead and take this tier 2 tower. Yep, there it goes. T2 down in the mid lane, and they're going to go ahead and safely back off, probably take this Infernal Dragon. Yes, no, not even going for the Infernal Dragon. Okay.
I don't know if they think they even need it yet.
That's what I'm thinking as well, but you don't want to give an Infernal Dragon over to Saigon here.
Well,
that's the most powerful dragon out there. That's raw. Oh, here comes the tidal wave. Aquapizen doesn't connect, though. He dashes out of the way here. Taki is in trouble, though. There's 4. They're collapsing onto him. He is dead. Gumayusi picks that up. Chasing over the wall against BJJ and Froggy. They are dashing out to safety behind a very low tower. Faker's got the gold card ready. Shogun dashing in here 1v3. Gumayusi cleans that one up as well. Man is all over the map right now, just picking up kills. He had a bad early game, but he's cleaned it up to 9-4-1. He's currently got the biggest bounty on the team. We see another fight. Zeus going up against Bean JJ, but it was only this clone. It wasn't the actual Wukong. And mid inhibitor is down. There's a super minion crashing on the sole remaining tower. Here comes another team fight. Taki gets stunned up. Oh, here comes the stun out of Kennen. This is not looking good for T1 right now. They'll lose 1. There goes 2. Faker's trying to keep it alive. He's got a lot of damage right now. He takes Shogun down, chunks him half health. Faker got another flash, and he's like, I got another gold card for you, buddy.
I mean, and
he's sitting there trying to wait for Saigon Buffalo to turn, and it ain't happening. Meanwhile, Owner is going to go ahead and start the Infernal Drake as they keep up the pressure on the top lane here.
Now was the time, and like I said, you said yourself, you don't want to give away an Infernal Saigon, but at the same time, you're going to set up so that way they can't just go ahead and take it.
Oh man, this is. I my UC 10-5 right now on this Lucian.
I can definitely see why T1 was basically testing the waters.
Oh, that was limit testing. I think that was limit testing for sure. I mean, we hear that meme thrown around a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think T1 had this in the bag the whole time, and they're like, all right, how's oh man, Faker with an extremely daring teleport there using his ultimate burns Bean J for half of his HP. Kyria with the Aqua Prison knocks up Froggy. Not much he can do there. Froggy stealing that ultimate from Kyria, though, so he's got a tidal wave of his own to try to engage. Hazmed, oh no, he just deleted Lucian. Follows up from, oh no, here's the back door from Zeus. Oh my goodness, are we actually going to get a back door here?
We might.
Oh
we
my
might.
God,
we
he
might.
just got the back door. Wow.
Did we not literally just say T1 was the limit testing, and then you go ahead just when you thought Saigon was there? When you had that stun, I'm like, I don't know. I think that stun led directly to that back door. By then, it was over. I mean, just, ladies and gentlemen, that was T1 in a nutshell right there.
I mean, it really was. You can't say that any other way. Like, that was textbook T1 at its finest. They made some sloppy mistakes in the early game, but I mean, T1, honestly, you know, they're ping testing, they're limit testing, they're whatever the hell you want, whatever the meme is going to be, because you know they're talking about 35 ping and all that other stuff. But I mean,
it didn't seem to bother them in the slightest.
Yeah, no, the Faker is like, yeah. Remember, I said I was back. I never left. I mean, the amount of just owner being in the right place at the right time and using that Vi to just get over the walls and just take care of business. Faker knowing when to teleport and how to get in those fights and, you know, strategically picking people up. That was a crazy first game of League of Legends.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm giving credit to Saigon for that. Just, we're going to go ahead and try to force it. They really took it to T1 early. And I thought, you know, those first 5 minutes, building a little bit of an advantage, having some great kills, you think, okay, as you said, they could make it interesting. But the minute T1 started turning the tables and giving them doses of their own medicine, they just were not ready. They weren't ready.
Here's the thing. Here's what I saw with that, right? Saigon looked at T1's playbook and said, okay, we'll use their playbook against them. But they weren't ready for T1 to use their playbook that's being used against them against them.
Yes.
They were not ready for the inception.
You can't go ahead and use someone's playbook and forget, oh shit, they wrote the playbook. They know how to defend this too. Oh.
Especially when you play in a region where everybody's goal pretty much is to imitate you because you are the best team in the region. You have that dynasty.
When you're the hunted, you know how to hunt to defend yourself.
I just, like I said, that was classic T1 League of Legends in a nutshell, folks. It really was.
It do be facts, though.
Now, do you want to go for game 2, or do we want to go ahead and cut the stream here?
I mean,
because I was only up for, I was only thinking we were going to do this first game. I don't mind doing the second one, but I'm definitely done after the second.
I mean, at this point, it's your call. I mean, I thought, okay, they're starting this one early. I wasn't even anticipating that. And I can tell by the look on your face you weren't either.
I'm like, I knew this was going to be like Yeah, everybody else at the tournament right now, they're like,
I mean, we said once they completed the perfect spring split. I'm pretty sure you even said it first. Who is going to be able to stop them? And then I was the one that somewhat casually, mid-key, said, could we see 6-0 going into the Rumble stage?
Here's the ultimate question, right? Here's the ultimate bet on Bovada line. Does T1 pull the unprecedented perfect tournament?
I'm going to look up something while we have a bit. Since you mentioned that.
You got 20 seconds, but okay. Actually, we probably got a little bit more than that. They're going to spend a couple of minutes breaking these two teams down. So, yeah, we've got a few moments.
Because I'm going to see.
If you're checking to see if my stat is correct, I will tell you 100%. Nobody has pulled off the perfect tournament and won.
Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for.
I mean, I I'm gonna do the hashtag sellout bit here. But MSI quite literally said, "Hey, pay attention, take notes." I'll take my monkey. Since you're busy, I'll give it to myself.
Please do. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Quickshot really is going for the 2000s emo look.
He's got
the black painted fingernails. I'm loving it. I'm digging it. I'm all here for it. He looks like My Chemical Romance if they had to wear a suit and tie.
Get out of my head. I mean, I was leaning maybe more towards a bit Fall Out Boy, but that works too. Get out of my damn head. Seriously.
Yeah, they're breaking down. The analyst desk is breaking this down. I kind of want to listen to what they have to say on this. I'll turn my volume up on the broadcast a little bit.
You can? I'm looking at T1 from here on out. They don't have like futures bets for them winning the tournament.
Oh, we're actually looking at Bovada for futures bets right now.
Yes, that's what I was pulling up.
Oh, I'm going to leave the bet on Bovada graphic up on the screen then.
I'm telling you now, they don't unfortunately have futures bets for Bovada or for T1 running the table. But I'm telling you right now,
if there's a futures bet, you're taking it.
Oh, I don't know how much you would pay. I'm looking at the odds for individual matches, and these are pathetic. Against Team A's, $1.04.
These are minor region teams. Of course, the payouts are going to be bad.
Against DFM, T1 is about $1.07.
Again. The people that are the bookers that are making the lines are not dumb. They realize these are minor league teams.
Their longest payout, the rest of the group stage, is $1.07 right now. For their individual matches, the rest of the group stage.
When this goes to Rumble stage, I expect those lines to get a lot better.
And even for this, as it is live right now, Team A's is paying out $3, which is interesting. DFM is hovering at about $1.36.
Okay, if the guy on the far right can wear Converse, Quickshot should have worn some fucking DCs or something. Gumayusi pulls ahead on the damage starts on this 19.4 total damage to champions compared to the Tristana, who got limited to 9.6K.
God, and it turned around just as we said.
Yeah, I mean T1 is like, oh yeah, we don't need to win early game. We can win mid game or late game with this composition.
Mm-hmm. As you see that
Gumayusi going down early, no problem. He's still going to carry the team in damage.
Yeah, and you even saw with that gold diff over time. It's like, oh, okay, we'll let you think you have a chance, then just no.
Oh shit! Captain Flowers cited in the Twitch chat. The hell is that man do? Oh, it's only what, 1 o'clock in the morning, East Coast?
1 o'clock.
I mean, West Coast.
1:45.
Close enough. All right, Latam. Let's see what you got. Liga Latinoamérica. Vamos a mostrar a todos. Oh, there he is. The signature thumbs up from DFM. Oh, this is gonna get good. It's memes versus possible memes. Oh man.
And I'm going to lay out some little bit of props and stuff. When it comes to kills on that handicap,
up. We're looking at, oh, this is from Worlds, isn't it? Yeah, Utapon back in Worlds against C9. How DFM got their only win.
they're setting up. DFM favored in kills -9.5 with an over/under of 24.5. A slight favorite to draw first blood. A heavy favorite at $1.30 to destroy the first inhibitor. Total map kills, it's pretty much versus odd or even, fairly even. And either way, irregard to time, they're pretty much laying their money on DFM. Over and under 31.5 minutes, both paying out $250. So very interesting. And now I can remove the Bovada banner now that I've got all the props and stuff out of the way. Well, now that we do have some time, we can go ahead and decide. We can.
We're getting the thumbs up montage from Evie. I mean that's a way to have that's a gimmick, right? And we all know gimmicks are an exclusive here on American Whammy Podcasts.
We love our gimmicks. We are full of shtick. We're here for it.
Just like Evie is full of shtick with the thumbs up every time he's on camera. He's oh god, these live shots are great. Blocking the camera. That's as they try to zoom in on the coach. This is great. So Team A is their first season in the Liga Latinoamérica, and they win it. So apparently the analyst desk is saying this is a low and slow kind of team.
Oh.
Against a DFG? Oh, man. This is... All right, so in respective spring splits, first blood 69% for DFG, 51.9 for A's.
Nice.
First in their region for DFG, fifth for A's.
I mean, those were some pretty heavy discrepancies they were talking about.
Yeah, I mean they're not
voltage.
kidding. They're not kidding when they say this is a bit of a mismatch. Now you see why I took DFM over this.
Well, look, I mean, if those were brave enough to listen to me and you went ahead and you placed that bet on Bovada, A's is paying out $3 to win. Just saying.
%63% first dragon rate from A's, first in their region. DFM, however, 76% of the time they get first herald.
So we're setting up with a pretty significant clash of win conditions.
Very much so. Especially seeing as A's primary win condition throughout their season has been to go for Dragon Soul, which means you may want to strap in and get your snacks, folks. This could be a 40-minute banger.
Oh,
this is like the antithesis of that last game.
This is what I'm saying. We have time to bail if you want to.
I mean, it's up to you, question mark?
Don't leave this up to me. Because, I mean, as is for me, it's already almost 5.
Yeah, same here, buddy. Same here.
Oh, no.
You know what? I think we're going to leave it as is, and we're going to go ahead and bail here.
Good idea.
I'm a little concerned about how long this next game might go. Oh man, I love that stage though. That is a nice little setup they got going there. Hey, you've been listening to League to the Backs or whatever special alternative commentary for the first game of MSI. We are officially in MSI coverage all month long here on League to the Max. Look out for our live tweeting. We will attempt to have daily recap videos, either live or available on YouTube. Obviously, I am at the Andesian on Twitter. You can find all of my live tweeting and hot takes on MSI there. As always, our podcasts are available on Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Castbox, Overcast, Apple Pods, Google Pods, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and of course, rate and review us 5 stars on Spotify. Also, as always, check us out on video via YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and as always, please join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. Man, I've done way too much talking today for this show.
Aren't you glad I went ahead and I had that banner to make all the plugs easier?
It does make it easier, yes.
You're welcome. I mean, with my position here at American Whammy Podcast, I'm obliged to do something.
You're obliged to make my job easier, lest I make your job harder.
See, there's normally a lot of jokes I could make there, but it's not Sunday, so I can't. But I will remember this.
I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't done that before, but you know, time, place, and context. That's all I'm saying.
Where everything is socially acceptable. Again, you can catch me on Twitter at Squid Sportshead. I'm going to be doing some other live tweeting of my own and all of this, and believe me, I think for the first time I'm really going to be in it with the long haul for this tournament. The way this is going.
Hey, what did we say about chaos back at Worlds? It's coming in early.
It do be facts, though.
As always, I'm at the Andesian on Twitter. You can find Eric at Squid Sports Head. We'll be tweeting all things MSI over the month as the tournament progresses. You can find us across American Whammy podcasts here. We have Life is Like a Game Show. That'll be later this evening for those of you, most of you, actually all of you in the United States at this point. It's technically Tuesday. 11 p.m. give or take, probably 11:30 this evening or this week. We will be talking about Press Your Luck at Peter Tamarkin on Life is Like a Game Show. That's going to be a very long but interesting conversation. So if you like game shows, or even if you don't, tune into one of the most iconic game shows of all time tonight. As always, we allude to Sunday. If you're new here, we have Point of Viewer, which is definitely a point of viewer discretion advised show.
You ain't lying. Oh boy, you ain't lying.
Where we talk about literally everything and anything as long as it won't get us banned off of our various platforms. And that, well, as some of you may know, is a very, very thin line.
Yeah, and we may have not crossed it a couple of times inadvertently. Hashtag age restriction.
But anyways, we do want to thank you so much for tuning in to this special alternative commentary / regular episode, or attempted of a regular episode. I don't know if we're going to split this one in half. I think we'll just put it up as is.
Yeah, we may as well.
We didn't really get to the full meat and potatoes of the regular episode, which we'll get to next week for sure. We were hoping we'd have enough time to go on time, and then we had some technical difficulties because of the network switchover today. Which prevented us from starting late. Don't we have an image for that as well, or did we not?
One image? Do we have one image? One image? What the? Why? Oh, because that's it. Oh, great. It has it as a background. I am stupid. I am terribly stupid.
Can you add it as an overlay? I think you could add it as an overlay.
Yes, I can add it as an overlay. Dag nabbit.
You uploaded it into the wrong section, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not drunk enough. You're not drunk enough for me to be right.
I'm not drunk enough for you to be right, but that wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say something else entirely.
Point of viewer discretion advised?
Damn right. Why did you set me up so damn easily?
While we're waiting for you to fix the technical difficulties, DFM and A's are in pick bands here. We already got Karma, Poppy, and LeBlanc banned out on the side of A's, Lee, Sin, Trundle, and Ari on the side of fucking. Oh, yeah, I can't even. Just get. You've been listening to the thing to the packs or whatever. Just get me the hell out of here.
Good night, folks. We'll see you next time.
Watch the live tweets. Check the tweets.
And the emails.
You know what? Hit the intro to do the outro.
Oh, great! Now I have to go back into this. I swear.
It's a good outro, intro, outro, whatever.
All right, the regular one or the one?
No,
we have...
the special one. Yeah.
Okay.
Support system on the rear. Bass from come say so.
Hey, back doors on clear.
Oh, son of a!
Support system on the rear. Face front, come say so.
Hey, back doors all clear.
Chain tight, can't play no.
Well fed, we eatin'.
The motto is to push for it. The ops stay too wuss for it. Like matter of fact, we creeping, now we sneaking. Enemy highs, we be seeking. Lurking through waters and bushes, oh man. Cold eyes, we deepen. All of we die, one at a time. Those are the facts, we don't throw dice. Ready to fire, ready or not, we letting it gone. Bang, 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 bang. Wake up, we want war. Y'all know what time it is. Paint red on this ground floor. All we throw is fizz. To the core we lit. Rain down abyss. Set it up like this.
Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Burn it up, burn it up.
Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Set it off like. Set it off like this. Burn it up, burn it up.